Man, football can be really, really cruel sometimes.
Here because he's got the freedom of the city. Wharton goes on. Oh, Mateta is there!
Well, the Conference League is over now, and we lost. And God, this game can be so heartbreaking sometimes. I mean, the feeling after that full-time miss, the feeling after Alamal missed right at the end was such an empty feeling. It was just so unbelievably bittersweet to see us get so close, but at the same time be so far. I mean, at the end of the day, I have to be nothing but grateful, nothing but honestly proud of how far we got against the teams with the budgets that we went against. At the end, we only lost 1-0 to a team whose goalkeeper is worth about the same amount as our entire starting 11. Whose team has a budget almost 5-10 times the one that we do. And in the end, it was only 1-0. And we dominate them in possession, not so much in chances in any way, shape or form. But we had more of the ball, and we weren't completely outmatched against a team so outmatching us in terms of budget. So at the end of the day, I can only feel proud. You know, just God, seeing the way the players were with the fans at the end, it's so disheartening. I mean, I can't lie, I was crying at the end. I was crying because it was just, you could see all the Rayo fans crying at the end too, before the game was even over, because after that goal went in, I think we all knew, but we all had that sinking feeling that it was over. It was over. The European dream was over, and it wasn't coming back, because after a season in La Liga, we missed out on it by a point, which we could have so easily gotten from so many different places. Had the referees, or had 1 or 2 chances gone in, had we capitalised against Valencia, had the referees not completely robbed us against Sociedad and then taken out our best player for 7 matches. But that's neither here or there. In the end, we weren't good enough to win, and we weren't good enough to win for Europe. We weren't good enough to qualify for Europe, and it stings. But because as well, this is the end of an era. You can't describe it as anything but, because Inigo Perez, our manager, is leaving. When I actually recorded this video, I hoped that it wouldn't actually happen. But yeah, it's been confirmed now by Fabrizio Romano. Inigo Perez is going to Villarreal next season. And God, that hits like a train. I have no idea who we're going to go with next season. Maybe we can pull something out of our arse again. Maybe let's just, once again, let's go and hire another former Bilbao player, please. Not another Francisco. God, that stings so bad. A lot of our players are probably leaving. Trejo is retiring. There's a lot of these players who I can probably see moving on, going to bigger clubs. Ratiu, I'd be surprised to see lining up for next season. I don't know who's leaving. Alvaro probably has reached the end of his time here. Ilias is going back on loan. His loan is over. He's going back to Villarreal. This was the team. This is what we had. And it's probably back to a dogfight against relegation next season. And it just makes you so sad to see, so sad to feel as a supporter. But ultimately, I know we absolutely gave our best. Ultimately, I know that we are a team that should be nowhere in the business of a final. But it hurts all the same. I think we played so well this season. I think we had an amazing style. I think it was amazing what we were able to achieve and what we were able to get in the end to a final. Beating Strasbourg, beating Athens was crazy. Those are teams with far bigger budgets than us. Strasbourg is owned in part. It's owned, I think, in whole by the people who own Chelsea. They're a blue coat team. They're Chelsea's feeder club. Ben Chilwell plays there. Julio Enciso plays there. And we managed to beat them home and away, conceding maybe 2 shots on target, one of which was a penalty that we denied. So, at the end, it is the most incredible, insane, sweet, but bitter. I think this is just encapsulates bittersweet. It is frustrating to see Jean-Philippe Mateta boogieing at full time. It is frustrating to see so many English fans really. I'm seeing such a kind of mismatch of the ones who are calling us some of the best fans I've seen, and the ones saying, "Oh, these dickheads." Like as well, seeing the English media downplay our Cinderella run, calling it Crystal Palace's Cinderella run, is a bit infuriating. But the English media is going to do what the English media does best, and it is going to be heavily biased for English teams. But I mean, in the end, with a European final and being able to experience that in my lifetime, when there are fans who are in their 90s who have never seen something even remotely close to that, fills my heart and warms it. But in the wake of it, and in the wake of how close we got, I'm gonna feel a bit bitter about it, and I am for a long time, and I'm not looking forward to walking through the streets of London in one of my Rio tops like I so usually do. Because finally, people are actually going to recognise it, and I'm sure to run into the odd Palace fan here and there, which I hope maybe will be one of the ones that went to Leipzig and saw what our fans were really like and had positive experiences with them, like I saw so many having. But obviously it is such a bittersweet feeling in the end that we lost 1-0. So close. Obviously, they had their chances. They had the Pino free kick that hit both fucking posts. But in the end, when it was all said and it was all done, we lost. And I'm going to have to remember that night and live with that forever. Because I don't think we're ever going to get to the heights of that ever again. But obviously, I'll keep watching and keep hoping and keep dreaming of something similar. And until then, I'll keep covering Rio, obviously, on my channel. Obviously, I don't have the same amount of stuff to talk about as such a meteoric rise as we've been on. Unless if we reach Champions League or something. Obviously, I'll have the odd rant video. I'll have a video if we go down. I'll have a video no matter where we finish, covering the season in whole. I've kind of really already covered this season in whole through video essays around. But yeah. That's it. That's all I really wanted to say. Just wanted to have a video where I could let it all out and talk about all of my thoughts. But other than that, that has been it from me. Make sure to check the links in the description. There's a lot coming at the moment. A lot of videos have already come out recently. I've got World Cup predictions on the way, reacting to my Premier League predictions, which I just recorded, which is why I'm wearing the same shirt. And the sunline looks almost the exact same, which will be coming out after this, obviously, as you can see. Lots of other videos. I've got a Tottenham little mini video essay on the season coming up as well. Stay tuned for those. Other than that, I have been Ollie Mudkip, and I'll see you next time. See ya.